like to a certain degree. All right, guys, we are live. Did you know, fun fact, that this is the 10th virtual Vino at DMV?
Yay!
I didn't.
I honestly think it was like maybe not 4 or 5. Really, it was only my arm in the first one, and then I've been in 8 since, and this will be my 9th actually being a part of it. So I'm super excited. I am glad that the lineup is what it is tonight. I know. It's going to be December and Christmas soon. Everyone, we are live here with Virtual Vino at DMV. Those of you that are joining us, thank you so much. Let us know who all is there watching, where you're watching from, what you've already poured a glass of. We are kicking off this evening with a 90-point rated by Wine Enthusiast, the Colossal White. So this is actually new to Maryland and DC. So for those of you that did go ahead and get your 4-packs, or you found this in your local store, congrats, because it's brand new and it's absolutely delicious. As you can see, we have 3 other DMV sales specialists and wine specialists with us this evening. Alex is going to review the first 2 wines with you. Thanks, Greg. You're the best wine drinker ever. Thanks for the shout out. He said we're the best distributor ever. We'll take it. We'll take it. we might at least have the most fun. I don't know. All right, Lake Ling and Gary and Sylvia. Hello. Cheers. Hi, Christy. Everybody wave to Christy.
Hey.
Congrats on surviving the busy week, everyone. I don't feel like I need a drink this evening, but I definitely want a drink this evening. So I'm pretty pumped that I get to drink with all of you. Exactly. And I don't get to see you all anymore. So I get to drink with a few of my awesome coworkers. And it has been super fun. Exactly. Hi, Krista. She's in North Beach, Maryland. Cheers. Hey. I hope you got to hit up the beach.
What's up, Christy?
Hey, Christy.
Oh, hey. Oh, right on. He's got the Fuerza and the Rosé. Perfect. How's it going? Cheers.
History today on Fuerza.
Kathy and Mary here. Hello.
Oh, Krista's on the beach.
Oh, yeah. Austin will be going over the Fuerza last this evening. Remember, everyone joining in with us, we are going to have giveaways tonight. So all of you, oh, hey, Angela. My mom's across the room saying hi to everyone. But we have great giveaways, a $50 gift certificate to Firefly Farms. Once again, we have a custom wine glass from here, a pop-up shop, and amazing Choquette chocolates, again, to give away tonight. So throughout the tasting, just make comments, questions, say hi to my fellow coworkers that have joined this evening with us. We're going to remove Gina and Austin here in a few minutes. They just wanted to hop on and say hi to all of you, and then they'll be back to discuss their wines. But once again, guys, thanks so much for joining and having a little bit of a later happy hour. I know we switched the time this week, so that's always fun. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Katie, what did you guys have to drink this evening?
Checking for North Beach. Ooh. I like the North Beach.
Wow, quite a few people from North Beach.
Hey.
Cheers. I hope you guys have nice weather there.
Cheers to that.
Hi, you.
We got to see Austin's old license earlier with long hair, so we can attest that he belongs at the beach. Nothing safe, Austin,
What's up, Matt?
when you're drinking. Hi, Matt. Cheers.
Oh, anything yet? I'm all for.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Krista. Haven't poured anything yet. Okay. Well, we were starting with the Colossal White, so hopefully you guys chilled your Colossal White and your Line and Dove Rosé. Those will be the first 2 wines of the evening.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Monica. Cheers. Oh, hi. Hello, Alan. Cheers, boss. Clink. I can't actually physically clink to anybody, so I'll kind of do one of those.
We can cheers the camera.
All right. Well, we are going to bring exactly. Where'd you go? Somebody started at 4 p.m. Oof. Good luck. She says hi, everyone. Now, up on the screen here, that is where you can find your wines locally throughout Maryland and DC. We do want to thank all of our fantastic giveaway sponsors and our local retailers who we absolutely love going to visit and who have supported us doing our virtual tastings. We can't wait to have more for you all. And this evening is going to be a lot of fun. But those retailers up on screen are where you can find all 4 of the wines that we're going to be showing you tonight. Oh, cheers, Jeff. And hey, I saw you up there, Brandon. Okay, well, Austin and Gina are going to drink in the background for now. So thanks, guys. In the meantime, and Alex and I are going to sit down for a bit and talk about our first 2 wines of the night. All right. Let's see here. I'll see you in a few, Austin. Is it over here?
Back.
We caught you.
It just kind of keeps popping. All right, everyone. Well, welcome to the 10th Virtual Vino with DMV Distributing. I'm so thrilled to be here with you tonight. I absolutely love all 4 of these wines. They're highly rated wines that you can find throughout Maryland and DC, thanks to DMV Distributing. I'm also joined by 3 of my awesome coworkers tonight, the first of which is going to be Alex. Thanks so much for joining, Alex. You'll remember me. I've been here quite a few times. My name's Devin. I am a sales specialist for DMV Distributing, and I've worked for a local Maryland winery for quite a few years. So I've done a little bit of everything in the wine industry, including book and fun bands. So I know I've seen a few of you on here. But, you know, wine is life, so why not? Let's drink and have fun on a Friday evening. As always, if you're tuning in with us, please say hi, leave us questions, comments. Those of you who leave questions and comments tonight are going to be entered for chances to win our awesome giveaways. We're just going to select them at random throughout the video, so enjoy, drink some vino with us. And I'm going to let Alex take this away. We are starting this evening with the Casa Santos Lima Colossal White Reserva, which is brand new for DMV Distributing, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, you and me both. It's as Devin said, it's brand new for us. And some of you may think it sounds a little familiar, Colossal, because we have a Colossal red blend that has a similar label. It's been a simply outstanding wine for us from a sales standpoint and from a distribution standpoint. And obviously it's been a great wine for you because it's sold really well. So, so again, my name is Alex. I'm a sales rep on the Eastern Shore, and I'm very pleased to be here talking about the first 2 wines with you. As Devin said, if you have any comments, observations, questions, I hope you have the first wine. If you don't, just grab a wine out of your refrigerator and pour it and enjoy with us, but make the comments anyway. Okay, the first one is a 2018 Casa Santos Lima Colossal White Reserve. It's a new wine to our portfolio again, and we will start by pouring a glass, which I already have. As you pour and look at the color, it's a very lemony yellow, maybe a straw yellow, with a little green tint to it. It's a really nice clarity to it. And as you smell it, you can smell the lemon. So take a whiff if you have it. Take a taste. It is very lemony. It's got a crisp, very crisp mouthfeel. It's actually a blend of Chardonnay and Arinto. Arinto is a grape that is indigenous to Portugal, and you've probably had it before. It is a key ingredient of a Vino Verde. So any of you that have had Vino Verdes and have noticed the crispness of the wine, that's what you're tasting here. I think the Chardonnay that is somewhat oak aged it lends itself to balancing it out really well. It gives itself a very, very wide profile. And I think you'll really enjoy this wine with food, salty cheeses, seafood, and of course by itself.
Mhm.
So let me
I
tell you-
completely agree. I was quite surprised that it does have Chardonnay in it because necessarily for me, Alex, I don't taste the Chardonnay as much as something that tastes more like a very crisp. I think the Arinto, perhaps, just that young grape kind of overrules the Chardonnay in this just a little bit. It's super refreshing.
Yep, I agree. And the Chardonnay is, well, the whole wine blend is very lightly oaked. 25% of the wine is oaked, but it's in second generation American and French oak barrels. So again, it mellows the oak more and more. A little bit about the winery. Casa Santos Lima is one of the best wineries that we deal with. We have quite a few products from them. It's a family-owned winery and has been in the family for, I want to say, either 4 or 5 generations. They are obviously dedicated to bottling and selling Portuguese wines. They have winemaking facilities in 5 of the regions in Portugal. Colossal White is produced in Lisboa, which is toward the south of Portugal, a little bit below mid-level. Their wines are known for their excellent quality, and we like them because they're priced really well as having an excellent quality. So easy to talk about, easy to drink. One of the most awarded Portuguese wineries in the world is Casa Santos Lima. They've won national and international competitions with a number of their wines. This one is actually 89 points from Wine Enthusiast. The aromas, I think, are a little flowery, notes of tropical fruit, maybe lemony. I think you can probably get a little bit of minerality in there, even on the nose. If any of you have any other observations, by all means.
Definitely. Let us know, everyone. Now, Humphrey had a question here, Alex. Are the whites made from transplanted vines from Portugal or a lab-produced hybrid? So I think you just answered that, obviously, for them, telling them about that this winery is, in fact, located in Portugal, and these are Portuguese grapes that you all are drinking, if you're drinking tonight.
Now, they certainly have the wineries, the wine hybrid, the wines, and the wineries and the vineyards all over, as I mentioned, 5 different regions in Portugal. So it's very possible they import, for example, the Arinto from the Vino Verde region, but it is made in the Lisboa region. I hope that helps. So the minerality that finishes on the end kind of leaves you thirsty, which is kind of a good thing. So
yeah, you do keep wanting to drink it for sure.
Exactly. So it's again a very versatile grape. It's used in a lot of blendings, but you know it makes a very, very dry wine on its own. And I'm honestly not sure if I've ever had a straight Arinto wine. It pairs extremely well with seafood, chicken, maybe something with an even light cream sauce. It is 12.5% alcohol by volume.
I think this would also be a great wine even with seafood, because it does have a little bit of acidity to it that would balance with, you know, even if you're a crab lover. Obviously, we're from Maryland. I think that it would go well with seafood personally. Yeah. And I see that Dijon has a question here for you. Do they make red too?
Yes.
Which, of course.
Yes. Yeah. The Colossal Red Blend, which has been one of our top sellers ever since I've been with DMV.
Yes.
It's an absolutely delicious red blend. Has a lot of fruitiness on the front and tannin on the back, a little bit of acidity. But if you have not tried the Colossal Red, I would encourage you to try that as well. It would be really, a lot of people really don't drink reds in the summertime. I'm not sure why, because one of my favorite things is throwing a steak on the grill and opening a bottle of red, and it would be absolutely terrific. Beth, would be amazing with chicken piccata.
Exactly.
You are absolutely correct. Absolutely. I actually, I want to say about a week or so ago, we made a tilapia piccata, which was absolutely terrific as well. It's that sauce that really gets you, isn't it? Anyway, so the average price of this wine, I would say, is probably $12.99 in the store. If you're lucky enough to get it for a little less than that, I would grab it, pick it up, and take it home.
Exactly. Exactly. This is a fantastic bargain. And like we've said before on all of our live videos here, DMV as a company and a distributor, we specialize in bringing these highly rated and fantastic wines to you where you can get most of our wines for less than $20, less than $15 in your store. The majority for less than $15. And to get this quality of a wine from Portugal for less than 15 is fantastic. If you see it, I would definitely grab it, especially for this summer. This is probably going to be one of my new go-to summer wines, especially when we can hang out with friends by the poolside again, or just all by myself, and then I don't even have to share.
Well, and as we said, it's really a great wine all by itself. But if you want to grab a snack, salty cheese, olives, anything salty like that, that would be absolutely terrific. I
agree. I know Steve. Oh yeah, Steve. He wants to try the Colossal White. I'll bring in a bottle to try, Steve. You guys have it at Liquor Locker, so take him a bottle this evening and drink it this weekend. Let me know what you think. I would like pictures. Exactly, Jess. This is a great summer wine, easy to drink, good for people who like lots of different whites. I agree. This is a very shareable white wine. So whether you like dry or sweet wine, I don't think that it's a very acidic or, high in tannins kind of white where your sweet white wine lovers aren't going to like it as much. This is definitely a very shareable white wine for the poolside with friends or whatever else. Yeah. Oh, hello, Roy. Yeah. Cheers, bud. Nice to see you.
I think the Chardonnay in there, which you can really hardly taste, really does a nice job of mellowing out the Orinto. It just makes it a real nice spread of flavor.
I agree. Yep. Ready, everyone? Well, if you are trying the Colossal White with us, congratulations, because you're definitely some of the first in Maryland and DC to try it out. Yeah. So let us know your thoughts. Obviously, it's already become a quick seller, in my opinion, even over the past month or so since we've had it. Definitely worth grabbing at your local stores. Oh, Gary, I see your socially distant tasting. Yes. Oh, I agree. Exactly. So even if you more so like those Pinot Grigios, I would recommend this bottle. I'm a Sauvignon Blanc lover myself, and I think that this is a fantastic white and one that I'm definitely going to drink quite a bit this summer.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff.
Everyone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it tastes quite like a Pinot Grigio. I think just more so perhaps with that little bit of a lemon zest to it, like you were talking about. I think it's got enough of a tartness in there to kind of remind you of a Pinot Gris.
It does.
It's time for our first giveaway of the evening, our first prize. So we're going to pick at random any of the comments that have been priorly posted here. Our first winner tonight is going to receive a 5-pack of Choquette chocolates. So when you do receive those, when you win them, please give us a picture, send us a picture of, perhaps the Colossal White pairing with your delicious chocolates. We want to Choquette chocolates. Continue to let us know what you thought about the Colossal White. I know, Humphrey, that's always the hard part. If you think you're going to like wine, always just grab 2 bottles just in case, because they definitely, some of them go down easier than others, and then you're sad when it's gone. Or if your friends come over and you have to share with them, and then you wish that you had snuck a second bottle for yourself to hoard in the cellar or fridge. And I absolutely love all of Casa Santos Lima wine. We've had the labs on here before. They're always fantastic. You might see those in the store. Casa Santos Lima does bring out a lot of fantastic wines, like Alex was saying, a lot of award-winning wines and amazingly priced wines as well, which is super helpful. And with this quality of wine, you can then afford to buy 2 for the price of 1 and then share them with your friends. All right, I am.
Are they waiting for the drawing?
All right, so it looks like Christopher Cook. Thanks for commenting. You've won the first prize of the evening. Congrats, Christopher. I'm not picking the winners, so nobody can blame me. I'm just here to drink the wine and chat with you all. Like I said, they're picked at random, everyone. So thanks, Christopher, for joining and commenting. Like I said, we have more prizes tonight, so stick around with us. Give us your questions, comments. Anybody that writes in, even if it's a hey and some funny emojis, you're entered for a chance to win. All right, Alex. So our next wine of the evening, and I'll be honest, I love this wine, and I'm glad that I don't have to talk about it tonight as much because I just want to sit over here and enjoy it.
I was kind of,
you know me and our rosé. Okay, we can half it.
Okay, so the second wine is a Lion and Dove Rosé. It's the newest addition to the Lion and Dove family. It is absolutely beautiful wine. Color-wise, it's been described as a rose gold color, which I think is pretty accurate. The Washington Post reviewed this wine, and the review actually began with the words, "Made with Cabernet Sauvignon, this rosé hits all the right notes." So this is a 100% Cab rosé. Fairly unique, although you're getting a lot of rosés made from the darker grapes. But I have to say we did an awfully nice job of doing this wine. The color is beautiful. The aromas are light red fruit, maybe strawberry, and actually some citrus notes in there as well. For those of you who are drinking it, I would love to hear your comments, what you think. Everyone hears something and says something new, smells something new, tastes something new. By all means, let us know. And you never know, we may use that in one of our presentations. It's a dry rosé, light taste of strawberry as well. It has a vibrant and very refreshing taste. It's a true crowd pleaser. I got to tell you, if you pass this around to any red wine lover, white wine lover, they would absolutely think it's a terrific wine, and it is. It is. So extremely well priced. Chilean wine made in the Central Valley of Chile. Again, typical of the area, you get a fair amount of minerality on the back end, but that just goes to make you a little bit thirstier. So you pick up the glass once again and try a little more. In addition to being a great wine, it also happens to be vegan, gluten-free, and kosher for Passover. It's 12% ABV, alcohol by volume, and it pairs really well with salads, chicken, cheeses, meat. It's a very versatile wine, and it being a Cabernet Sauvignon, it would go really well with a very wide range, including maybe even grilled chicken. It just has a lot of body and a lot of stamina, and it does a great job of standing up to food. But I do have to say that, you know, a lot of people think that rosé wines are considered spring and summer wines because they're so light and refreshing. But in my opinion, you can enjoy light and refreshing wines in the fall and winter as well. So, as a matter of fact, one of my favorite things to drink in the holiday season is a rosé wine with a roasted turkey. And believe it or not, it's absolutely great. It has a holiday looking color. It's very cheery. It would go with all the holidays, Valentine's Day, New Year's, all the holidays through the winter. Just absolutely great. So don't just think of it as a summer and spring wine. Think of it as a year-round wine, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I totally agree, Alex. One of my favorite wines in general is a rosé. So I absolutely love, especially dry rosés. I think that we have a really great selection. I know I saw someone here, Gary. Yeah, we have so many interesting rosés. We really do. Now, there was a question that I saw here, I believe from Krista, asking about how this is a 100% Cabernet, like some aren't. Correct. Most wines and even rosés are blends. So that means that not all of the grapes are the same type of grape, the same varietal of grape. This one, though, for instance, is 100% the same grape, the Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile. And the whole line of, there we go. And the whole line of Line and Dove is from Chile, except for the Moscato. So if you see these fantastic wines in the store, definitely support the amazing brand. This rosé is one of my favorites that I've ever tried as far as rosés go. And like you mentioned, if you have a grilled chicken salad, even a Caesar salad with some grilled chicken on top, this wine is absolutely perfect to pair with that. But in my opinion, I rarely pair it with anything except my belly. So it's accident.
And that's a great idea, Beth. Turkey burgers. Turkey burgers on the grill. Strawberries would really complement this as well with goat cheese, toasted almonds on an arugula salad.
Porch pounder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's definitely a porch pounder.
It is totally a porch pounder. Now, the label of this wine as well, it's great to know this was designed by a local tattoo artist in Frederick, Maryland. So not only are you supporting your local distributor by buying this wine, you're also supporting your local business and wine brand. That was also the label designed in Frederick. So it's a fantastic line. All of the wine and varietals from the Line and Dove have that same label, just different colors. So they're easy to spot in your stores. And the best part about the Line and Dove brand, I used to take them out to fun tastings at music shows and private studio sessions and stuff like that. They're so shareable because no matter if your friends have dietary restrictions, if they're allergic to gluten, if they're vegan, if they need kosher products, this wine fits all of those categories. So no one's going to turn down this wine if you offer it to them, which is fantastic.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, even the vegan burgers, correct.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah.
Which kind of brings me to a point that I wanted to discuss just for a couple minutes.
Yes, please.
Non-vegan. All Line and Dove wines are vegan. They're gluten-free as well. But from the standpoint of being vegan, the difference between a vegan and a non-vegan wine, vegan wine is made from fermented grapes, and grapes are fruit. So vegan foods are those that do not come from animals. So it stands to reason that a wine should be vegan, right? Not necessarily true. While the main ingredient in wine is grapes and therefore vegan, animal products such as egg whites and other proteins are used for fining agents. They're used to essentially filter the wine. Sometimes you see a wine on the shelf that says non-filtered or not filtered. It is a wine that has not taken the particulate matter out, so it will be maybe a little bit different in the mouth feel, a little bit texture, but a lot of us like to see a nice, crisp, clear wine. So if there's an animal product used to filter the wine, it cannot be called vegan. It cannot be accepted as vegan. So what the alternative is to use clay products and maybe even activated charcoal products to filter the wine. It's a little bit lengthier process, but the end result is you get a vegan wine. You might be surprised at the number of wines that are not vegan. Most of the wines all go through that clarification process. But even if a wine is considered vegan, they might not have gone through the expense, as you see, of having it certified vegan. So if you want to make sure that you have a vegan wine, take a look at the seal on the back that says certified vegan. That way you can be sure that no animal products were used.
And Alex, while you're at that, can you explain what makes a wine gluten-free? I really like to go over that with customers when I do live tastings in person, because especially they don't understand that wine can also be gluten-free.
Sure. So in almost every case, wine is considered to be gluten-free. However, there are a few exceptions, and if you're very concerned about having glutens in your wine, you want to make sure, again, that it has the certification seal on the back. So a wine is ordinarily gluten-free, but the way gluten can kind of sneak into the wine in a few cases is, again, wheat products can be used as fining agents. That's not usually the case. What would be more the case is if you used a wheat-based paste to seal the slats in the barrel that it's aging in. Of course, if you have a wine that's stainless steel aged, you don't have to worry about that as much, but you still have the possibility of the gluten product being used as a fining agent. Again, I'll go back to the fact that if it has a certified seal on the back, it says it is certified gluten-free, then you can be sure. And again, if you see the picture of the lion and dove on the front, you can be sure that it's gluten-free and vegan.
And behind me, that logo, find it right there. Great to share with all of your friends. Those of you that are trying out the Lion and Dove Rosé with us, or you've drank it before, let us know your thoughts about this amazing wine. I promised myself I would only pour a small amount in my glass, and I did not. So have at it. Let's hear some questions about this while I finish my rosé.
Monica, I've tried all of the varietals, and these are perfect food wines. Yes, I agree, absolutely.
Yes, all of the Lion and Dove varietals that we've had on the virtual Vino and that we sell are really well balanced. So none of the flavors are super powerful and overbearing, so that you can pair them with just about anything and still enjoy your food without it just diminishing one or another. They really make your food taste better, and then the wine also tastes better, which is always good to have, instead of having, something that's just really powerful and strong, and then you're not going to enjoy both as much.
Yeah.
Excellent point.
And Katie says she'll definitely be trying more of the Lion and Dove wines. Try them all, please. They are all absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Katie, if you can't find in your local store the Lion and Doves, just tell them to contact DMV Distributing. We'll make sure that they bring more into the store for you. And then you can also locate stores that have Lion and Dove by visiting www.lionanddovewines.com. There's a store locator on that website. So it makes it a little bit easier then for you to just search nearby you what store actually carries your Lion and Dove. Yeah. But it's always great to go in stores and ask them to carry certain products. That's one of my favorite things to do, even when I'm not working.
Yeah, I agree. If you find a wine that you like somewhere and you want to get it at your favorite liquor store, let them know. Give us a call. Mm-hmm. We'll be glad to come out there and let them try the wines and see for themselves how great they are.
Exactly. All right, everyone. Well, it is time for our second giveaway of the evening. Alex, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight, talking about the Colossal White and the Lion and Dove Rosé. It is a pleasure. I can't wait to see you in person again sometime. Thanks so much for joining and drinking the fantastic wines with me.
Thank you, everyone.
I know I'm bringing you back on at the end of the video. Yes, and if you guys have questions for myself or Alex, anyone that's joining tonight, Please feel free to continue to comment and ask us questions. You can always message us on the DMV Facebook page as well if you think of something later or after the tasting. We want to hear from you. In just a second, I'm going to bring on my other coworker, Gina, to talk about the Confidential. But for now, we're going to pick our second winner of the evening. Like I said, this is chosen at random from the questions and comments throughout the show. And the second prize is going to be a custom wine glass from Here, a pop-up shop. So we also want to say thank you once again to Here, a pop-up shop for supporting us here at DMV Distributing with our virtual Vino. It's a pleasure, and we absolutely love everything that they have to offer our participants in the virtual Vino. Look out for them, support them, follow them on Facebook as well. So without further ado, we're going to pick our second winner of the night. Alex, cheers and thank you.
My pleasure.
All right. Now I'm going to bring on Gina here as we're picking our second winner of the night. Hey, Gina. How's it going?
Hey, how are you doing, guys?
Hello.
My internet was
Good. We still have our
acting a little funny. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Can you hear me?
Technology. I can hear you. Yep. We can't yet see you. Oh, congratulations to our second winner of the night. Dewan Gay. Thank you. You want a wine glass from Here, pop-up shop. Congratulations. Enjoy it. Send us a picture once you receive it of any of our DMV distributing wine in there. PM us your address and email address, please, at DMV Distributing's Facebook page so that we can get that prize to you. And thanks for participating and watching tonight. Definitely share with your friends. Share the wine glass with your friends if you want any of the wine that you purchased. That's always nice. Gina popped off for a second, so I'm going to wait 1 minute for her to jump back on here. And we're going to move on to our reds for tonight. So those of you that are still drinking the Rosé with me, what did you think? And it's finally getting warmer here, so that's always nice, and it's perfect for Rosé time. Honestly, it's perfect for Rosé time all year round. Yeah. Might be too bright there for you to see it, though. Let's see here. Yeah, cheers. Enjoy that wine glass. We'd love to see it. Here, pop-up shop. Thank you so much for supporting us in virtual Vino once again this week with an amazing prize for our viewers. So guys, we have a $50 gift certificate to Firefly Farms coming up. We're going to be picking once again at random for that prize as well, so stay tuned with us. I'm going to bring Gina back on here. Oh,
hey,
great,
everybody.
That's great to hear.
All right.
I can't wait until we can in the future. Hi, Gina.
Hey. How's it
Battled
going?
some technical difficulties there. No worries.
Sorry about that.
Great. So if you'd like to introduce yourself to everyone, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me. Yep, I'm Gina. Actually, work with DMV for a little over a year now, and I work in Southern Maryland area. So over in south of PG, St. Mary's, Charles, and Calvert. So yeah, it's really nice. Great company to work for, and you learn a lot. So
I agree. What better is a job where you can learn and drink wine?
exactly. Cheers to that.
With you all on a Friday evening. I'll cheers to that. I don't want to waste my rosé. I'm gonna pour it, and I'm grabbing another cup here.
Hey,
well, Gina, if you want to go start off here with the Confidential Reserva, we did taste another Casa Santos Lima earlier. Our first wine of the night was by the same winery. So this is really interesting. We have 2 wines from them tonight, both of which are fantastic.
Yes. So I am definitely pleased to be talking to you all about the Confidential. Not only has this wine been several different wine enthusiast awards over the past 5 vintages, starting in 2012. So it's just a really nice red blend to be talking to you about. This wine is actually from Portugal. It is a blend of actually 10 varietals, but it's confidential. They call it a field blend, in which they blend the grapes of their choice. So, but it's an exciting wine because really the winery, the story behind the winery is really exciting because it's 4 generations of different, 4 generations of the winemakers making the wine. So it's been in the family for a very long time. It's definitely, I guess if you've heard the term made with love, it tastes better because, it's made with love. So definitely a nice red blend. And it's exciting too because 90+ point wine and on Wine Enthusiast. And it's a very drinkable wine. And I know some people may say, hey, it's summertime, but I feel like this wine could be great chilled as well, depending on how you like to drink your reds. But it's a very exciting wine, and it's going to have a medium body to it. It's also going to have nice red berry flavor, aromas of vanilla as well. So let me know what you all taste if you're drinking it right now.
Yeah, I love the dark ruby color to this wine as well, Gina. And it does taste like a little bit of a strawberry and dark fruit in there, as well as vanilla, for sure. It's a very pleasing summertime red, I think. And you could definitely chill this. Us Americans drink our wine a little bit too warm anyhow, especially our reds. You can always throw them in the fridge for a few minutes. I would do it maybe for the 20 minutes before you open your red, just so it kind of goes down to more of a cellar temperature. And it's just going to bring out the fruit flavors in all of your reds. So you're not going to ruin your wine. Just don't forget that it's in your freezer and or fridge when you do that, because that has happened to the best of us.
That's true.
Yeah, Greg, this is the best red blend I think I've ever had. And I think one of the most interesting things about this wine is that obviously the winery itself was a little comical when they made the name. They're not going to reveal the 10 plus grapes that make up this wine to you, so they just named it Confidential. It's like a file that you can't open. You'll never know. Now, those of you that are tasting this with us, let us know what grapes you think are in this wine. Obviously, it's from Portugal, so we've tasted quite a few Portuguese wines already tonight and in our previous shows. So just let us know what you think might be in the Confidential red. I definitely have quite a few guesses myself, but I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not. I'll just wink a little. It's confidential. Exactly, Monica. Definitely a good wine to go with a nice grilled steak. Oh, hi, Jenny. Cheers. I know you love the red blends. I'll bring this bottle over to you tomorrow. You can enjoy it this weekend. That's my aunt on there. If you ever wonder what happens to the bottles of wine that we don't drink, caring is sharing. So you find family members and or friends to drink the rest. Except for this rosé, I'll probably enjoy maybe later. Yeah, Krista, exactly. You can taste a lot of a berry flavor in this wine. I think it's also a really excellent wine, like you mentioned earlier, where you can pair with food, but you don't necessarily have to because it's a very easy drinking red wine too. One of those shareable wines that we keep talking about, but what's the best part about a wine is it's a very social beverage. So it's always for girls' nights, friends' night, game nights when we can have them back, or even sitting by the bonfire later this summer over the grill. It's, a fantastic cherry wine. And the best part about this is that even for this highly rated wine, you can find it in stores for an average price of $12.99, which is awesome. When you taste it, you're going to think that someone at least spent $20+ on it, which is always impressive when you take it over for friends' night.
It's nice to have a definite affordable wine that's such highly rated. So it's really nice. Like you were saying before about the high QPRs, having something that, having a great quality, even though it's very affordable. So
yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. Now let us know what you all are thinking. I see a lot of love for this red wine in the comment section here. Yeah, if you don't yet have the wine, caring is sharing. If you don't yet have the wine in any of your local stores, like we mentioned earlier, DMV Distributing, all of our wines are around Maryland and DC. Even if you're somewhere else, you can always go to your liquor stores near you, even if you're outside of Maryland and DC, and just request them to try and find the wine. They might have a distributor near them. We might even be able to help them out. You never know. So, it's always a great way to try out these different blends. And the best part of us even, continuing doing our virtual vinos is to bring some wines that you may not have picked up in your stores, but these are fantastic wines that we definitely recommend you picking up at the time. They're not going to break your bank. All of them are very affordable. You can buy 2 for the price of 1 quality wise is what, these wines really should cost, which is always fantastic. It's always my go-to. It's like a BOGO, Gina, in terms of wine. And I know you started doing your videos. If you all follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you might see Gina's fun wine with wine. Those are fun videos last week. You drank the Akula, right?
Yes. Definitely fun. Figured everybody's with their wine, a little with their wine, So
why not?
But
that's exactly. I mean, for a 5-year-old, yeah, awesome. Yep. I completely agree. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening, Gina. I hope to have you back on Virtual Vino.
Yes, please.
Yeah, exactly. Jean, exactly. A lot of our participating stores are giving the 4-packs and fantastic deals. So look out for your local stores to do that. Follow us on our Instagram and Facebook page. And definitely keep an eye out for those great deals, because these wines should be way more than $40 for a pack. And a lot of our stores are around that or even under it in Maryland and DC that are participating. So go support those stores. They're supporting you as you're stuck inside on a Friday night, or even in the future to save you some money, and you can stock up for the weekend to share with your friends on fantastic wines. All right. Well, Gina, I think it is time for us to give away another 5-pack of chocolates tonight.
Right. I wish I could win some.
I'll just write and act like I won or something sometime. I'll sweet talk, coquette chocolates. So it is prize time. Thank you once again, Gina, for joining us. We're going to see who wins another 5-pack of Choquette chocolates. Like I said, we'll be picking at random through the comments and questions here. So feel free to drop us a note anytime during the virtual vinos. We want to hear what you think. Even if you're not drinking these particular wines with us, you can always pour yourself a glass of something else, or even a water or tea. Just hang out with us and have a good time.
Yeah. It's always a great time with wine, right?
Always. That's why we do it.
Right.
Especially with these fantastic wines.
Yes.
This one, Gina.
Definitely. It's definitely nice. So definitely a nice option. Oh, man. So
Gina, Julie said thanks, Gina.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, and congrats, Krista. You just won yourself a 5-pack of Choquette chocolates. So enjoy them. Direct message us on our DMV Distributing Facebook page so you can redeem your prize. We can send it to you. Gina, I hate to see you go, but I'll have you back on in a few minutes. Austin's going to be joining us in just a second to go over the Bodegas Fuerza, one of my favorites here that we sell through DMV Distributing. I'll see you in a few, Gina. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Austin, how's it going?
Doing good. How you doing?
Have you enjoyed your vino in the background?
Oh, absolutely. Delicious.
I'm always excited to drink the Fuerza. I can't wait to learn more about it this evening. And this is actually a wine I'll be featuring in our Wine Wednesday video this week. So I'm going to be really knowledgeable about the Fuerza come Wednesday.
Well,
so if you don't like us on Facebook and our Instagram, follow us. Always fun videos. So Austin, I'd like you to tell everyone a little bit about yourself. I haven't even gotten to meet Austin in person yet. He is brand new to DMV as of perhaps about a month and a half or so.
2 months, a little over 2 months, yeah.
Yeah. So I can't wait to meet you in person, but this is obviously the next best thing, and to drink a little bit together on a Friday night and talk about wine. So if you want to tell everyone a little bit about your wine background, how you've enjoyed working with DMV so far, even though it has been a little bit weird.
Different. Yeah. So, I mean, I actually have no history in wine at all. I do have history in like selling beer and all that, but I got in doing this just because it's something new to me and I want a new challenge. And I've never really kind of grappled wine. I just got into wine, and now I'm starting to just find what I really enjoy and stuff. And we have something right here that I actually enjoy very much. It's the Ego Bodega Fuerza. I've kind of realized that I've kind of gotten into more of the red blends, where I'm going to. This is a 75% Monastrell, and then it's 25% Cabernet. And it's also been aged for 12 months in an oak barrel. But I actually wanted to get into kind of more like the history of it, because I think that's kind of the more fascinating about the product itself. It was started by Santos and Luana. Straight from scratch, the whole wine it all. And it's like cool because in a way they had they didn't have any of the finances at that point. So they actually kind of used more of their talents and stuff to get people into their wines, and then they started selling more of it. So of course that's where the finances come into play. But in the 19th century, the vineyards in France actually kind of got messed up in a way because of the plague. There was a plague that destroyed a lot of the vineyards, and so a lot of the French vineyards, some of them went over to Spain, and they kind of found out more of the Monastrell grapes, and they got into that. And then eventually, once the plague ended over in France, they actually, by that time, were able to bring some of the Monastrell grapes over to France to grow, and they called it Mourvedre. So you have a different name. I was in French, Mourvedre, and that's where it came into play with the word Mourvedre. They brought in the grapes over there. But eventually, later down the road, in 1989, Spain actually was hit by the plague too, which kind of affected, of course, the wine. So then they had to bring some grapes from France. So that's how it kind of all got mixed up in a way. But now I'm going to go into kind of explaining more about the wine itself. Color of it, nice dark cherry color to it, and it does bring in some violet notes, or violet shades to it. Then you can go into the smell of it. I got a little bit of the fruiting. You got some black pepper, got some cedar, clove into it, and cherry. Let me know what you guys think about that.
Sure.
Go into the flavor of it now too.
And we got a good question, Austin. So what does Fuerza mean what does Fuerza mean? Fuerza in Spanish actually means I feel like there's quite a bit of a translation there, but it actually means force, strength, and power. So it can be a little bit about everything of there. Obviously, it has a fantastic picture of a horse, which is a great representation of all of the words.
It's pretty cool. It's got some horns on it. It's a little, it's different. You don't really see horses with a horn on it.
Yeah,
it makes it a little bit more of a unique bottle itself and label. I
completely agree. And it's super easy to find and spot in your stores. Obviously, 90 points from Wine Spectator.
Absolutely.
A fantastic
I actually think
wine.
Because, like I said before, I never was really into wine. And this is actually one of my favorite wines that we sell. It's very juicy. That's what I really love about it. It takes away a lot of the tannins. I'm not a very big person in tannin or tannic wines. But yeah. I also I found something very interesting about the whole winery itself that I thought would be cool to kind of explain to everybody. Because the winery has these principles of making these wines, and they have these three things called ego, talento, and infinito. Ego really means a concept of one, and then talento means the ability to perform and carry out a task, and at the end, infinito means to power to dream without borders, which is kind of cool in a way because in every single bottle they make, that's what the principles they put into it. It's really cool. But yeah. So, what did you guys think about that? You know, I mean, it's pretty cool, interesting.
I love that. That was a
how they make them. You know.
Yeah, I never heard that one. That's fantastic. And I mean, one of my favorite grapes, and I've said it quite a few times in all of our virtual vinos, is the Monastrell grape. So I'm a sucker for it. Really, any of our Spanish reds that we carry are really fantastic. And Bodegas has become one of my favorite wineries that we do carry because all of the meta wine of theirs that I don't like. So that's always great to know. Now, Monica Monastrell is a big, bold grape. Great. Yeah. And Monica, her husband loves bold red. I can't tell if you're freezing or not. Yeah.
Sweating. It's very humid in here. I am a little.
Oh, yeah, I hear you. No, you're drinking wine. You just got to drink more wine, Austin. Katie, you can taste a little bit of a pepper. And I think that even all those peppery, big, bold reds like this are super great to pair with your food. Or as Austin mentioned, this wine is really fruity and juicy as well, that you can just drink it solo by itself. You can even share it with your friends. And holy moly, that's a big red. Agreed. I censored myself, so this is a 21 and up show, but I try to be nice. But I completely agree, Beth.
It was well.
Now, the average price of this Austin is also fantastic.
$12.99. I would say around $12.99 is average price.
Yeah. And for this big, bold red, guys, I have taken this wine to so many friends' dinner parties, social events that I've gone to. If you have any holiday parties in the future where you do the wine swaps or whoever brings the best wine wins all the other wines, this is an excellent wine to bring to that because nobody's going to guess that you only spent $13 on average on this bottle of wine. It's fantastic. This winery continues to outdo themselves with their fantastic labels and the amazing quality of their wines. If you see a really great label in a store in Washington, D.C. and Maryland, usually it's going to be for Bodegas, hands down. I love all of their wines. Now, I know that in a few weeks, we are actually going to have them join us for a virtual Vino. So perhaps have you back, Austin, to chat with them about the Fuerza. I know we're not going to have the Fuerza on that night, but they have a fantastic lineup of wines. I know I did a Wine Wednesday a little while back about the Guru Red that they make. another fantastic wine of theirs.
Yep.
Food pairing from Beth, Kobe beef burgers with blue cheese and grilled bread. That sounds fantastic. Send me one.
I have some food
Thanks for
pairing.
the pairing idea.
We got some beef steak with mushrooms, smoked meats, of course.
Mhm.
I love smoked meats. Salmon,
Yeah.
and red tuna. You got some all around.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I think the wine itself is very bold, but it's also subtle enough where it's super easy drinker. This is
Absolutely.
definitely one of my favorites.
For a red
From
wine, for
Ego
me, it's super
Exactly.
easy.
Yeah.
I can tell someone who does not, if you do not like the bitterness,
Yes.
if you do not like the dry, like too dry, this is perfect. Very mellow. It's got a nice little juiciness to it.
Hello. Yeah. So just as we were mentioning, Iona and Santos Ortiz from Ego Bodegas, they'll be joining us June 12th with 4 wines just from Ego Bodegas Winery. So we're super excited about that. I can't wait. I absolutely love all of their wines. So, I'll be sprinting to my computer that evening with wines already opened, I'm sure. So save the date, June 12th. Thank you for joining us, Iona, already. Exactly. Alan, so Ego Bodegas just released their Guru Gold to the States here. So you'll be able to find that arriving soon in Maryland and DC. Their Guru Gold, similar to the Guru Red, but just a little bit fancier. It's actually got a 93-point rating by Wine Spectator, and I cannot wait to receive that wine and share with you all. I'm sure I'll do a Wine Wednesday video on that as well. Any excuse to be able to drink it and share it with you guys is what we're about here. I absolutely love labels. Like I mentioned, if you see a really fantastic label in a store and you want to go pick up that wine, it's probably Ego Bodegas. Yeah. Yeah, especially in I'll try and group them all together in stores sometimes, and it's always great because it's just kind of, that really classy, super fun looking part in a library where you want to get one of each of those books. That's how their wines are. So whether you've drank them before or not, you're going to want to pick the wine bottle up. Well, guys, we want to hear what you're thinking about the Fuerza. Before we go, I'm going to bring on our coworkers back on screen here in just a minute. But it is time to give away our 4th and final prize for the night. Remember, we post a poll after each of these shows on the event page of our the virtual Vino, where you can win another 5-pack of the Choquette chocolate. So just vote for your favorite wine of the night, whether you drank it or not. If it sounded really good and you think it would have been your favorite, just vote for a chance to win some delicious Choquette chocolates. But in the meantime, we are going to give away a $50 gift card to Firefly Farms to randomly any person that has commented or asked us questions tonight. So thanks once again for everyone's participations. I'm going to bring on our 2 other coworkers, Alex and Gina, that joined us tonight. Austin, I want to say great job and thanks so much for joining me tonight. I think you froze up a few times there, so technology as always, but I could at least hear you the whole time, and it was fantastic, and I actually learned a lot.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I learned a lot too as well doing the research.
Yes. Oh, Samantha, I absolutely love JJ Liquors, and the Fuerza is at JJ. So if you don't have it, hit JJ Liquors up for the Fuerza. All right. So while we are picking our $50 Firefly Farms gift winner, hi Gina, hi Alex. Thanks once again for joining us tonight.
Congratulations, Humphrey.
Yay! Thanks, Alex. Thanks, guys.
Yay!
Lots of great information. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
I really dove into the Ego Bodegas there. That was a lot of fun. I can't wait to exactly. Oh yeah, congratulations, Humphrey. I see you won there the $50 Firefly Farms gift card. Now, Firefly Farms is an artisan and award-winning cheesemaker in Western Maryland. One of my favorite places to visit when I'm on the road. They also pair our fantastic DMV wines with their cheese.
Really
So if you can visit them in Accent, Maryland, please do so. They're fantastic people, amazing cheese. Humphrey, make sure you direct message us on our Facebook page, your email address and your address so that we can get you that gift card from them. But Mike, Pablo, all the gang at Firefly, cheers and thank you so much for supporting us and our virtual Vino. Before we go, if anyone has any questions for Austin, Gina, or Alex, let us know. We'll hang out with you a few minutes, say bye and hi to everyone. Finish my glass of Fuerza here. I drink it real nice and slow because it's absolutely fantastic.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody from home. Cheers, everybody over there. It's great to be on, and I'm glad to see you guys. It's been too long.
Right? We're used to being able to see each other and try out new wines and
Exactly.
at least once a month. But
I can't wait.
This is the next thing. Yeah,
Right.
and I absolutely love these because not only do I get to hang out with you guys, but even our winemakers and winery owners from all around the world can join. Guys, continue to support DMV. Like and follow us on Facebook, our Instagram page at DMV DIST. We post really fun videos. I post some ridiculous videos sometimes, but wine is supposed to be fun, so we're going to keep it that way, and we're going to keep bringing you these amazing wines from all over the world at a great price.
Yay.
That's what we do. Oh, thanks, Steve. And Steve, I noticed earlier you commented on my Oxford tea. The tie, it actually matches because the flowers are pink. So that's for you, Steve. Fancy Friday. Steve's used to me at Liquor Locker on Suit Saturdays with a nice matching tie and everything. So I had to switch it up, And thank you, everyone. I see there was someone's, Dijon, he enjoyed his first virtual wine tasting. Thanks for hosting this. You're very welcome. Continue to support your local store that wines tonight. Join us next week. No, next week's going to be a super fun show. We actually have the owner and winemaker of Mendoza Vineyards from Argentina joining us. So we have a selection of 4 amazing Argentinian wines that are fantastic. I can't wait. We have dry white. It's kind of like a semi-dry white. I'm not going to ruin it yet. A rosé, 2 fantastic reds from Mendoza, Argentina for you. Richard Bonvin from Mendoza Vineyards is going to be joining us, along with my coworker Alicia. If you've watched videos with Alicia before joining me, also be joining, and I can't wait to go over those wines with you. So keep in touch. Follow us on our Facebook. We'll definitely be posting where you can find those wines. And if your favorite liquor store, if you want them to get all 4 for you, just let them know to contact DMV Distributing, and we'll definitely help you guys out.
Yep, and thank you for all the great comments, you guys. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And if you're sitting there wishing that you had your friends over to watch it, remember you can stream it again. Take a look at it and drop us a note on our Facebook page and let us know what you think.
Say thank you to that.
Yay.
I totally
Thank you,
agree.
Beth.
Yeah, cheers, everyone. Thank you so much. Christopher, enjoy the chocolates when you get them. Chris said, great wine tasting. Love the rosé and the Fuerza. Thanks to Dunkirk Wine and Spirits. Yes, thank you, Dunkirk, for continuing to support us for our virtual vinos. And they, like I said, a lot of these stores have really great deals on these wines. So I know Liquor Locker here, where close to me in Hagerstown, Maryland, they had all 4 of these wines for only $37.99 this week. So still continue to, go and visit them and pick up wines. Even if you can't make it to the virtual tasting, that price for all 4 of these wines is absolutely amazing.
And I concur, Christopher, that's Dunkirk Wine and Spirits had all 4 of them. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dunkirk, and thank you, Christopher.
Yeah. in the comment section, everyone. We just posted what wines we're going to be tasting next Friday. So remember to join us. Steve, yep, you guys got some of the new wines that we'll be drinking next week in Liquor Locker today, including the 1907 Malbec, which is delicious. I can't wait to try the Rosé. I have not yet. It's Malbec Rosé next week, and Rosé, so I'm in. Well, cheers. I want to thank my amazing coworkers, Austin, Gina, and Alex for joining for their first time on Virtual Vino with DMV. Once again, everyone, continue to like our Facebook and Instagram posts, share with your friends, keep enjoying your wines. Remember, sharing is caring. So pick up a few delicious wines this weekend, even if you drop them on a neighbor's porch. That's always the best. That's what I do.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Thanks for having us.